one.
In the previous discussion, we talked about the sources of stress, the consequences of stress, and how the individual acts as the moderator of stress. It is important to understand that individual is the most important moderator of stress, and that is why there are individual differences in stress. Now we will be talking about the very vital question, is all stress bad? And we will also try to find out how stress and performance are linked. If you look at the slide over there, we need to understand that all stress is not necessarily bad. In fact, there is a view that some stress is good for performance, and this is referred to as eustress. On the contrary, there are certain stress which are bad. These are referred to as distress. We have to understand that we must try to promote eustress and avoid distress. In the next slide, we will find out how stress and performance are related. If you see this diagram over there, we find that stress and performance are linked like an inverted U. If you see here, this is low stress. Even at low stress, the performance is not optimal. Similarly, at high stress, the performance is not optimal. So as stress rises, the performance gradually improves till it reaches an optimal level, after which it plateaus and then declines. So the important point to understand here is that some stress is good for performance, but high stress is not good for performance. Why this happens has to be understood. One view which the psychologists have given is that it is the arousal that makes the difference. So a little stress arouses the person to perform. If there is no stress, there is no challenge and there is no arousal. So the response is not of good quality. But as stress rises, the person gets aroused and tries to perform to the best of his capacity till he reaches that optimal level, after which the performance starts declining, and the more the stress, the poorer the performance. Next slide. Here we see that the stress is rising up to this level, which can be the level of eustress, and if you rise more than this, there will be distress gradually catching up till it declines after reaching or crossing the optimal level. In the next slide, we find that there is a level up to which performance does not become very poor, and that is the level where distress starts, and beyond that point it is all distress. So this diagram suggests that performance and stress are linked in an inverted U manner, and slowly as the stress rises, the performance improves till it plateaus and then declines.